Yes, great day, everybody. It's so good to be with you all. Look, I can't see you. I can't see you. That's the only thing about this, but it is great to share this evening, a little portion of your evening with us here on Chat with Cat with Friends. And yes, it is a wellness network. Thank you so much for tuning in. I pray that you share this video, that you share the live. Subscribe to my channel, Chat with Cat and Friends, a wellness network. You don't have to put all of that in there. I just added that part because I want to open the doors and want it to be said and known that we are networking. We are networking here and networking toward wellness, toward greatness, toward everything, positive. And you've probably heard me say that in other during other episodes as well. This is our 7th month. Yay! I'm so excited. And I'll say that every time too, because I am. I'm just so excited, so blessed, and so honored to share this time with you all to what have such wonderful and special guests on that are using their gifts, using their talents, and you have talents and gifts to tap into it. Look, and I was really busy today, but so I didn't get to post like I normally do. But what I was thinking, what I wanted to call today was Unwrap Your Gifts Monday. It is time to start utilizing those things that are within us, either that we have naturally or that we've acquired through education, through training, and gaining certification. And it could just be on the job, could be on the job training. How many times have you been on a job or in a position, and time again, you're steadily being trained to do something else? Make sure you guys are adding that to your resume too. Make sure you're adding those things to your resume. You have any kind of training, you go through, especially if it garners you some kind of certificate saying that yes, I did this. Make sure you note that on your resume. Those things are looked at highly, more so than if it's not there. And that could be the difference between you and another applicant, or you and another, person going for the same position. So make sure, look, that's just a quick tidbit. So make sure you're adding all of those things. But how many times have been on a job or at your employment, and you have to be trained on something and learn up to date, get new training on, I don't know, maybe a different way to use a machine, or a different procedure for applying something or whatever. You guys get my drift. I'm sure that you do. That those things count. They count. Make sure you're putting them, adding them on your resume. Make sure that you're being attentive, and you are aware and know what it is that you're doing. But I was just saying that to say that's what we're here for. Just to shout out, blow the sound the trumpet, and blow the horn on all the great and wonderful things that we are doing. As said before, whether it's through education, whether it's through just working in a certain dynamic or demographic for so many years, or what have you. I would say what, 5 or more, or maybe more. Everybody wants to can gauge their own, their own, what is it, history, and track for gaining information and gaining knowledge. But just those things all count. Those things all count, and they're a stepping stone to wherever you're trying to go. And if they're not, you guys try to pivot in a new way. Go find out whatever it is that's in your heart, that's in your soul, that you're hoping for, that you're wanting to do. Let's go in that lane, move in that lane toward obtaining whatever that end goal is. And there are several steps in between getting there. You're not going to wake up and be whatever it is that, there are things that we must do. Let's, as my cousin Riss says, put your hand to the plow and do the work. I have been doing the work. I have been doing the work. So you guys do the work. And I'm continuing. Learning should never stop. It should never cease. It may pause for whatever reason here or there because life happens or what have you. But I encourage you to get back on that bandwagon of learning, of showing and sharing, of teaching also. There are some things that are within you, some skills that you've obtained and that you know that you have, that you're great at, that you've garnered through your experience, through working wherever you've worked, working with whomever you've worked. You've picked up some things on how you want to be and also how you don't want to be, right? Those are some great learning nuggets to tuck on the inside and use them, deliberately use them as you will, as you may throughout your life, throughout when you're in various situations, whether you're working self-employed or employed by someone else, however that should look for you. Those are all very important things to be aware of, to utilize, and to take note of, right? Don't take it for granted. Nothing that you're doing, don't take any of it for granted. It is happy, blessed Monday. And once again, I'm so glad to be with you guys on tonight. We're just getting into it. I haven't even introduced our guests, and I am so very, very, very excited to have them on this evening, and we'll get to know them shortly. Yeah, we'll get to know them shortly. I'm excited about that, and I'm sure that you guys will be, hey, what's up, cuz? I'm sure that you guys will be as intrigued and enlightened by them as I am. And if you haven't started your organization, this may give you what you need, just that push, that extra push. That's what Chat with Cat and Friends is here for, to give you the extra push to either just know that you can, push you, maybe you did and you stopped. Okay, it's time to pick those tools back up from your learning kit. You know, that learning kit, you got stuff that you learned things up, put them to great and good use. I am and bringing our guests. Okay, sorry about that. I'm going to go ahead and bring in our guests. They are here and they are waiting. And without further ado, look, and if you guys, really quickly, if you guys have any questions for them, for myself, please post them. I am using my laptop today as well. I can see your questions and your posts. Thank you so much. Please share. Thank you for the shares in advance, and to those who have already shared. Without further ado, let me bring them in. Here I go, trying to touch the screen again. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining.
Hello.
Hey. Hey, you guys. Can you hear us?
Hey, how you doing?
Yes, I can
Second?
hear you.
Okay.
How y'all doing today?
I am
Awesome. Look
wonderful.
at
How about you?
look.
Thank you for having us, Kat.
Beautiful.
Definitely
I love
appreciate it.
us. I love us. You can't. I just love us. I just love us. And that's just looking at us, just looking at us. I love. There's greatness in you, right?
Awesome.
Yes, I love it. It's greatness in us.
There than you. How are you, Coach Duncan? How are you? Oh, my apologies. There's some wonky stuff going on here with our connection.
Yes, it looks like you're having some connection
Nicole,
issues. Yes, it looks like she's having some connection issues, so we're going to hang tight until she comes. But she was asking you something. She was asking you, how are you doing, Coach Duncan?
How am I doing? I don't think I could be any more excited about everything that is going on, everything that is happening this weekend. I'm just so grateful for all the things that God has truly done, doing, and is going to continue to do in our lives. As you look around, we just see some great and exciting things happening, in the
Yes.
city of Baltimore and around the city of Baltimore. So I've just been excited about partnering with some great individuals like yourself, just to continue the vision of moving Baltimore City forward and even some of the surrounding counties. Because a lot of times we say Baltimore City, which a lot of our work is focused in Baltimore County,
Right.
but we need to let people know that we are in other counties as well. We are working
Yes.
around the state to make things happen. So that's how I'm doing. I'm always excited about community work. I love it
Yes. 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 You know, 3 words. God is good.
all the time. I think those are 2 words that I made three. Well, 3 words all the
No,
time.
that's 3 words all the time.
Right.
Yes.
All the
Yes.
time. Yes. Yes.
Yes. So, you mentioned community work. Do you want to share with everybody? I guess I'll take over the co-host until Kat hops back on. Looked like she was having some technical issues. So guys, just stay tuned. She'll be back on. But until then, I will be the co-host and ask you some questions. So you're in the hot seat.
It's all right. I'm excited.
So tell us a little bit about your community service work, especially some of the work that you were doing during COVID 19.
Oh, listen, it's been exciting. One of the things that happened as a Baltimore City school teacher, which I recently resigned from to do greater work. I didn't walk away from my calling. God just made my calling. He expanded my territory in my calling. But one of the things that happened was, as a Baltimore City school teacher during the time of COVID, we was restricted to being home. So one of the things that I noticed was that a lot of the families that we were feeding on a daily basis wasn't getting the food and nutrition, the help that they needed. So my group, Stepping Towards a New Destiny Incorporated, we sprang into action to figure out how can we serve these families in the Pennsylvania Avenue community. So what we started to do was started to provide on a weekly basis 20,000 pounds of food to the McCullough home area from the I believe it was the following week, the next week after the pandemic and everything shut down, we started to provide 20,000 pounds of food to the families in that area. That's just what my program was doing, but there were so many other organizations that loved the city of Baltimore that were doing great work as well. So that was one of the major impacts that I believe was necessary. But the work did not stop because a lot of the restrictions were lifted. What we begin to continue to, what we're still continuing to do, is provide food to the McCullough Homes area every single week on a Wednesday to those families to make sure that they're receiving proper nutrition.
Wow, that is such a blessing. It's just a blessing to be a blessing, isn't it?
It is. It
And I
is.
see we have our host back. Yay! You
Yes, she
all
is.
cute. Look, I kind of took over your show. My daughters are texting and they're saying all kinds of things like, Mommy then took over this lady's show.
Look, it's definitely not a takeover. I appreciate it because when you have little things that happen like that, it's great to have a partner and partners that can step in and keep the train moving. Because you can't just
That's
let
right.
look. I'm far from a monkey, but you can't let you know the saying. You can't let nothing stop the show. You got to keep on going. So I
One
appreciate
monkey
that.
starts
I
the
was
show. That's
able to
right.
listen. I was able to listen and hear Coach Duncan's your organization, and we have talked about it before, and how great and wonderful, just as Nicole said, how great and wonderful it is to be a blessing. I was very intrigued when you told me about that too, because I used to service very many clients in that area of McCullough Home. So it's wonderful to have such an outreach program that was so dedicated and that is so dedicated and determined
And
to
needed.
the people, yeah, and to meet the needs of
Mhm.
the people there in that area. So that's just wonderful. So did you go over what the acronym stands
The
for? You may have
acronym
said
for
already, but can you say it once again for me, please?
Yes, it's STAND, pronounced stand, but its acronym Stepping Towards a New Destiny. Our whole vision. We knew nothing about food before COVID-19. We did nothing with food. We worked in the school systems. We did everything community service, whether it was going out to feed the homeless, but to garner 20,000 pounds of food. We knew nothing about that. The whole mission was youth motivation, youth inspiration, youth empowerment. That surrounded everything that what we did. So it's just taking youth that may not believe in themselves, giving them a vision, giving them an understanding of who they were created to be. Sometimes all we need to do is show them who they are. You know, I tell the
Mhm.
youth all the time, I said, I can't make you great.
That's
There's nothing that I can do individually to make you great. But my job is to pull out that greatness inside of you. So that's what we do. We pull out the greatness inside these youth by giving them educational experiences to help them recognize who they are.
absolutely, absolutely. That is so wonderful. And I see Nicole beaming. Did you guys look, I did get kicked out, so I missed some of the conversation. But that's so wonderful, Coach Duncan. And this I was introduced to you as Coach Duncan, so I'm just gonna stay and let it lay right there. Because
All
that's
right.
what you do. Wow, that is what you do as well. And it's just such a super surprise and happiness to meet up and join up with you guys, to work with you, and and brother and sisterhood, because we're all in this together. And just like you
That's
said,
right.
that's what many times that's what we need, is to just that spark that talent, to let you know that you have it. It's there. I'm not giving you anything that that you don't have. It's just helping you to realize it and understand that there's value in you.
That's
That's
right.
just such a wonderful thing. It's so wonderful. So Nicole, Nicole, tell us about your organization, empowering the minds of Maryland's youth.
Empowering Minds of Maryland's Youth, Emmy, is our
Emmy.
acronym. Yes. And so we do an array of outreach programs as well. We have a mentoring program where we go inside of Baltimore City schools and mentor young ladies, typically middle school age. And that has been amazing. We've been doing that for quite some time. We started our mentoring group back in 2003. And so within this time period from 2003, our young ladies have matriculated through our program, and now they come back to actually help be the mentors in the program to, help the young ladies that are sitting in the same seats that they once sat in. So how amazing is that to see them,
Absolutely.
go on, and I see them getting married and having babies, and see that these careers flourishing, and I'm just so happy. It's so good to see them doing. And I even had one young lady start a mentoring group because of the mentoring group. So it's like I said, it's a blessing to be a blessing. So that's one thing that Emmy offers. We also offer a suitcase drive. So I know people at home are like, a suitcase drive. So
Mhm.
the suitcase drive is, we collect brand new suitcases for foster care youth. So many foster care youth go from home to home with a trash bag full of their items, and we're sending them a subliminal message that their items are trash. And so we want to be able to bless them with a brand new suitcase. And we say brand new, and I emphasize that because there was a time that we accepted used suitcases, but some
Mhm.
people used gently used is not everybody's gently used. So we would get,
Right.
rust and if I wouldn't give it to my
Lovely.
daughters, then it's not good enough for
Right.
our foster care babies either. So
Absolutely.
we changed and we went to brand new suitcases. And so we collect those suitcases to bless a foster care agency. So each year we select a foster care agency and we bless them with brand new suitcases for all of their youth.
That's so
Yeah,
awesome.
thank
I'm
you.
just jumping really quickly, because when I was and I've seen this firsthand in working in treatment foster care, when I was interning in my master's program, I worked at One Family Services, which is an awesome organization that largely services treatment foster kids in foster care who have treatment issues as well. And that was one of the biggest things that was a gripe. Not even, it was our gripe as workers, and not so much the kids. They didn't understand until they got the new bag or the
Exactly.
new suitcase,
Right.
the new backpack. To them, it's like, oh, I'm just moving, and they didn't understand the value that it was speaking over their belongings and over them, just as you're saying, Knicole. Go ahead and yeah.
Yeah, because it creates that normalcy for them. So they think that other people, that's how they travel, is with these trash bags, you know, and it's unacceptable. It's really unacceptable. So this will be our 4th year. We have one coming up October the 4th, which will be held at Empowered to Stand Health Services building. Yeah. So we're excited about that. We have our annual collegiate scholarship gala, the Orange Van Jones Collegiate Scholarship Gala, coming up, where we bless one of our youth who have, like I said, matriculated through the program and came back to help with a scholarship. So we're excited about offering them a scholarship and, you know, celebrating and just enjoying the gala. So be tuned for a date and more information about that. We have an annual fashion show, and some people like a fashion show. Well, you know, what does that? It's so important because so many of our young ladies come to us broken and not loving themselves. And that fashion show gives them something to look forward to feel good about themselves. They practice, they start to walk different with their shoulders back, and they start taking pride in their appearance and just loving themselves. Of course, through us talking about character building and things of that sort as well. But the fashion show is just that added help to, you know, help them to the next level. So, so we also have a annual conference, and the annual conference, we normally we've discussed everything from domestic violence to leadership. Um, so, and bullying was our very first baby that we tackled, which is, you know, very prevalent still to this day. And lastly, we have our Leadership Academy retreat, which is a 4-day, 3-night retreat with our young ladies. And we're looking to take some young men, not in the same area. That one will be on one side of the campus and the other will be on the other side of the campus. But we're looking to take them 4 days, 3 nights, and they'll do everything from archery and kayaking to a STEM project and different character building, saying affirmations. It's just such a powerful weekend. Well, not weekend, but 4 days, 3 nights. And we typically end with a fire at the fire pit, and they throw in anything they want to leave, whether it's a bad attitude or a whatever they want to leave there, they throw it into the fire, and they walk away. And I'll never forget the first time we did this. We had some young ladies who didn't want to go. They were only going in order to do something else. So somebody, you know, said, listen, if you want to do this, you got to go. And they did not want to go. And let me tell you, they let us know. But by the time we finished, they didn't want to leave.
Right. They're the ones a lot of times that like get the most out of it because their expectation is so very low. It's so very low. But you know what? God has his way. I tell you, he has his way. I remember participating in a pit ceremony like that. And it's so awesome because it helps you to, well, fire pit, I'm sorry. It helps you to it gives you permission. Sometimes we don't give ourselves permission to let things go. In a ceremony like that, how wonderful and awesome it is we innately do that. It's not like somebody taught you, hold on to this, you can't let it go. It's just something that we do as young people, as older people, growing people, whatever the case may be. So an event like this helps you to have permission to say, I don't want this, I don't need it, and it's not who I am, you know. And like you were saying, you know, it just sends that message. It sends that message to yourself to be okay with not being this or that and things like that. So wow, that's an awesome, both your organizations are so wonderful. And look, this is what brings us to hey, ladies and gentlemen, have you been jotting these things down? Just to jump in really quickly, the information for each organization will be on this episode of Chat with Kat and Friends on the YouTube channel, right in the description area. And then they're upcoming, the one in progress right now, and you can see how these two organizations, how the specialties of them brought them together to now bring up and raise up empowered and to just organization, and then Nicole's organization. And this helps us to understand, oh, okay, and to put everything together. It's wonderful. It's a masterful way to merge all of your gifts and all of your talents into one blessed organization that has no other goal but to be of greater asset to the community, to youth, to families, and all of those things. So let's talk about and this just escaped me. Let's talk about Empowered to Stand Health Services. I'm so excited for you guys. I'm happy. Congratulations. Yay!
Yay!
Congratulations. I'm so excited. I haven't seen the finished project, so I'm excited to come out to the ribbon cutting, and we'll tell you guys about that a little later. But look, before we step into that, how did you already discuss how you guys met? Like,
No,
because
not yet.
this isn't your first. So tell us how you guys met and, came together in the first place to unite your talents and your gifts for others. Tell us about that. Who wants to start that off?
No, it's cool. I can actually share. I met Miss Taylor back in 2014. She was running her program in Coldstream Elementary School, no longer exists in East Baltimore. And I actually came over there through a colleague that said, hey, they needed a male mentoring program at the school at the time. So Miss Taylor was having great success with the young ladies, but there was still a lack with the young men. So once I came to the school, we actually met and we began to work together. And it was just a relationship that we built over the years. I've always seen great work through Empowering Minds of Maryland Youth. And we was a young program at the time where we were learning. And I've told Ms. Taylor in the past, I've said, Empowering Mind of Maryland Youth was almost as like a template that we use to say, hey, we want to do great work like that as well. We had the boots on the ground, but now you got to put the paperwork and everything else in order as well. So that's what Ms. Taylor and we was able to come together and say, okay, let me kind of model ourselves after, the excellence which you are projecting in the community. So that's how we first met. But then we came together again to say, we're doing great work. How can we expand our work? And that's how we came up with Empowered to Stand Health Services. The whole mission behind Empowered to Stand Health Services is to empower, educate, and motivate the clients that we're going to be working with. But not just the individuals, the family and the community. Our goal is that they're able to stand independently and collectively with confidence. So that leads us right on into our vision, which we provide the behavioral services to the whole community, which again empowers the individuals, the family, and the community. Our overarching goal is how can we empower everyone that we come in contact with? We want to make an everlasting impact in the community.
Yes, and empower them to stand.
Yes. Yes. Staying like on everything that you have on the inside. It doesn't, and training and teaching that it's not like nobody's trying to change you per se, but it's that mindset that really has to be rewired, quote unquote. It has to be rewired and just taught a different way, using the tools that's on the inside. So that's why, look, guys, this is why I love these two right here. Just because all of our gifts and talents kind of run all together. When you have that mishmash or whatever, you have that mashup, it works out to be a great thing. And I'm so glad and wonderfully blessed to know of you and to be connected to you. Thank you so much. But now how is it going? Because just like I said, I haven't seen the finished product yet. When I was there were still, there was still some work to be done, right? And your ribbon cutting is Sunday. The ribbon
Sunday.
cutting is
Okay.
Sunday, August
Yes.
29th. August 29th. So it's a little bit early. We were gonna save it to the end, and not necessarily following that timeline. But tell us about the ribbon cutting, because everybody is invited. We want to you, and you. Everybody is invited. Tell us about the ribbon cutting.
Let me tell you, Laddie, Daddy, and everybody is
Everybody.
invited to our ribbon cutting. We are so excited. We have something for everybody: free food, music, vendors. We have resources for people, amazing resources like jobs, Red Cross. We have um, different resources. We even have a resource, Mom's Hero. If I said that name right, I always jack up names, so please forgive me if I'm saying it wrong. But they're going to be giving away Pampers. So it's something for everyone. This is an opportunity for not only our friends and family, but the community to just come together, to celebrate with Empowered to Stand Health Services, while we provide this community event. There can be some shopping because we have virtuous glam jewels. We have chemical-free sanitary napkins. Oh, everything that you can think of, food, candy. Oh my goodness. So
Mhm.
just bring your purses and your walking shoes for some fun because we're going to have a good time.
And what's the address? Where is the ribbon cutting taking place?
It's taking place at 8110 Harford Road, Suite B. And they'll see that our parking lot will only be used for people walking. So that the parking lot next door to us is where they'll be parking, and then the street, plenty of street parking as well. So come on out and have a good time. If they have any questions, I know this is not the end, but it's probably a good place to just say it. If anybody does have any questions as it relates to the event, or if they want to be a vendor, it's not too late. 443-733-3911. 443-733-3911.
Wow, awesome. So you guys hear that there's vending opportunities there. So if you have products, it's not too late to get on board. We can probably tell right now that it might only be a couple or a few, but you guys call and check. Make your reservation, get with Knicole about vending at this wonderful family-centered event, because there'll be about bounce house. I mean, I think I saw face painting on the
Yes, face
flyer.
painting,
Um,
a DJ.
yeah,
Yes, like I said, there's going to be activities for the kids. So it'll be plenty for everybody, plenty for everyone.
wonderful, wonderful. I am excited. Are you ready, Coach Duncan? Are you ready for this venture? I know it's not new because this is what you do. So, but are you ready?
I'm ready, and I think I'm a little bit more excited for something that I didn't mention to Miss Taylor. We're actually bringing out a basketball hoop as well, so the kids are actually going to be playing basketball. I'm a little excited. Hopefully, it's not 93 degrees and 105 heat wave
Right.
that's out there, but just a lot of fun activities. So it's not just shopping for the adults. We really everyone to bring. There'll be an opportunity to meet the staff of Empowered to Stand Health Services, but there's even opportunities for them to meet us who run our individual programs as well, to see if there's any mentoring opportunity for these kids. So, there are a lot of times, a lot of these families just need a little bit more help with some of the kids
Right.
and some of the issues that they're facing. Bring them out. We'll be there. We'll be there to meet them, talk with them, see what other kind of resources we could connect them to. So I am very much excited to just meet everyone that is excited to come out with us on that day.
Awesome. I can't wait. I'm ready. I'll definitely be there with my t-shirt on, whatever colors that we are going to be wearing. I will definitely be there and can't wait. Um just a few other questions. Well, first, just leave it open. Did you guys want to share anything? It's 6:35. Did you have anything else that you specifically wanted to share? We talked about Empowered to Stand, how it came about, what it means to you. So you know what? Why? This is what I did want to ask. It's like, why should I choose Empowered to Stand? Why Empowered to Stand? Over, because there are bazillion, well, not bazillion. It's not enough actually. So there's room, but there are many health service organizations. Why would one pick you over someone else?
Well, honestly, that the whole reason for Pastor Duncan and I to come together to start Empowered to Stand Health Services was we saw that there were many psychiatric rehabilitation programs out here. But we saw that there was a lack of them caring and trying to empower and push our community to the next level. And because of that, we wanted to provide a program that stands on integrity, that stands on our mission, to empower to stand. We want each person that we touch to not only be able to stand individually, but to stand as a community as well,
Right.
collectively together. So that was very important to us. And that's why we initially even thought of to create Empowered to Stand Health Services. Did you want to add anything?
Yes. You know, to
Wonderful.
add to that, and good, absolutely, Ms. Taylor, I agree with you. But to add to that, this weekend there's going to be a lot of tangible resources. Again, a lot of them was named the free food, the jobs, but there are some resources that a lot of times aren't as physical or tangible that are needed. Compassion is one of them. Love, sometimes to just give somebody an ear. You know, I've been through situations in my life, Miss Cat, where the most important thing that I needed at that moment was somebody's presence.
Mhm.
You know, not words, not words of encouragement, not I'm here for you. Just be there physically.
Right.
That's what we offer. We offer things that are not so much tangible that we can't reach out and touch. We are a program. We are individuals that came together that are like-minded. That says let's touch them in ways that the food that we give them can't always reach. So our presence and the love that we come and we bring into the community to let them know I'm here with you. I'm standing with you. You go through, I'm going to go through this with you.
Right.
These are some of the things that we build the foundation on, and we're not going to change it. We're going to offer love, and we're going to continue to love, even when the situation may seem difficult, either when, it may seem impossible. There's nothing too impossible. But these are just some of the things that we're going to let them know. We love you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
That's right.
Right.
And the crazy thing is that if you had asked us, maybe like we started this journey in July. So we had talked about it before July, but nothing, we didn't do anything. But we actually didn't, well, I guess I should say June. We started the journey in June. And so we didn't have anything together, and we were able to put everything together for us to have this grand opening on August 29th. And all I can say is nothing but God. When I tell you that God has showed up and showed out every corner of this journey that we've been on with ESHS, and it's just been amazing. And we just sit back and we look and we just tell each other every time, nothing but
No,
God. And
God. Yeah,
yeah,
we definitely see that there's an accelerated anointing upon our life where God is just accelerating things in our life where individuals are saying it's going to take months, might take over a year, and that's okay. But our faith and our trust is in God, your will be done. and it has been done. He's just really accelerating what it is that he desires to do in our lives because he trusts us. You know, one of the things that I believe God has got to be able to trust you with the gift that he gives you. You know,
Exactly.
I'm going to give you a gift. Can I trust you that you're going to do with it what you said that you're going to do? And he trusts us. So he continues to add into our life. So we are grateful. We are really looking forward to August the 9th. It is just monumental. August 29th. August
29.
29th is just, Miss Taylor's looking like, huh? August 29th. It is just a monumental day. I'm just excited about it.
That's that excitement. Oh wow. You know what? You guys, you just make me so happy just listening to you talk about it. And that's the I don't know, you just get giddy kind of when you talk about just something that you love so much, when you love reaching out to people, when you love helping them, and you can see the greatness in everybody and you just want to help them. That's where it's at. That's what it is. And just like you were saying, Coach Duncan, about it's about being there a lot for many. It's the tangible things, they count as well, of course, and they're appreciated. And these, look, people know when you're running the flim flam on them and you're not really in it, in your heart. They know and they don't give. That's when you have that difficult path of resistance to go because they know that you're not genuine. So it's wonderful to be connected, as I said earlier, and it's wonderful that you're standing up such a wonderful, faithful organization. And I cannot go any further without shouting out my first lady, Lady Robin Lawrence, because she has Harvest of Hope, which is also a mental health, behavioral health establishment and center. And they just moved into this wonderful big, I have not seen it personally yet, but they just moved to a bigger facility. So I'm so excited. Big shout out to Harvest of Hope. I can't wait to speak with her just as I'm speaking with you on today. Because we need more. We need more of, of the, and it's not so much that it's faith-based, it's that it's integrity driven. It's that it's driven with compassion, it's driven with love. God is all of those things. You can't do it without him. So, if you want to say faith, okay, and if that deters you, then I'm sorry about that. But that's what helps me to reach, that helps that generosity in me to reach in that compassion that compels you to help others and see the greatness that's in everybody. So big shout out to Lady Robin Lawrence, Harvest of Hope. I cannot wait to speak with her as well. But this ribbon cutting ceremony, you guys, I'm so excited for it. Give me 1 second. Okay, that's going to disappear in a minute. Yeah, there it is. I'm so excited for it. And can't wait. Can you guys share with us? I know that you said, do you have, like, off the top of your head what? And you may have it written down. I'm not sure what other services or resources will be available there for people. You may have already named them all, and that's well and fine. But just in case, you guys, if you're watching and you are in need of some kind of support, please do come out to this wonderful the ribbon cutting itself and just visit the organization and see. You have to open your mouth and kind of be there in order for people to do whatever it is that needs to be done, right? So what other resources might be available there, Knicole?
Oh man, there's so many different resources. We have Can't Close Our Eyes, which is a organization that deals with sexual assault and molestation. So they'll be there. There's so many I can't even think of them, but I promise you, like I said, there's something for everyone. And the good thing about Empowered to Stay in Health Services is we are offering wraparound services for people. So if there's something that they need, that they're not, that's not there, they can see us at our table,
Right.
and we will be able to take their information and definitely connect them. We, between Pastor Duncan and myself, we have so many other organizations that we're connected to. And so if it's something that we can't offer, then I'm sure that we can get them services that they'll need.
Awesome. I'm going to put up a couple of these posts, but this is so wonderful. And when you guys get a chance, I encourage you to go to each of the websites for the organizations that they independently and separately run, and also take a look at the Empowered to Stand Health Services website as well. You see that fleeted from me really quickly. Take a look at what is being offered, because if you the services are there and they are available, and we pray that you have the courage to seek out what it is that you need so that you can get what you need. We are people that are not here to take your dignity away or make you feel small about anything, because everything is important. If it matters to you, then it is of importance. And I love that even at your resource fair, you're touching on subjects that matter. These are things that people face, unfortunately, every day, but it's something that has to be talked about. And there are things, molestation and rape or self-defense, all of these things that we deal with. Some people, more often than others, unfortunately, but they're debilitating things to our communities, and we have to, in an effort to move forward, not in a discarding manner, but in a manner that gives you validation and some kind of balance going through and getting over, being an overcomer. So all of these great organizations are just wonderful in and of themselves. I thank you both for stopping in. Before you check out of here, another thank you. But how can we get in contact with you with Empowered to Stand Health Services? All of the information, you guys, will be on in the description section for each of the organizations that have been mentioned here. It'll be listed in the description section. But if you guys could just tell us how to get in contact with you at Empowered to Stand Health Services, that would be wonderful.
Well, again, our email address is empoweredtostandhs@gmail.com. So again, that's empoweredtostandhs@gmail.com, or by phone is 443-733-3911. Again, that's 443-733-3911. Thank you, Nakia, sis.
Yes, it was a lot of I'm sorry, I fall behind sometimes because I'm just as intrigued as you guys. I'm listening and I'm like, wow, and I just forget about the comments and everything. Thank you so much, everybody. Your comments, your everything that you're saying is so much appreciated. Please share this video, subscribe to Chat with Kat and Friends. It does not stop here. They are like honorable, valuing people are the type of people that are showcased here, that I have on here, and everybody has something within them. Nothing is lost, nothing is without value, no one is without value. That's what I love about That's just what I love about us. That's what I love about life. And that's what this platform was started for, was just to remind us that, because there are people and things, there are systems that's telling us something different, and that is totally not the case. So we want you guys to be strong, look up, be encouraged, whatever we can do to help or feed into the greatness of you, that's what we're going to do. I mean, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. That's what we're going to do. I can speak for us all of those compassionate folks going after people's hearts. But God be praised. Thank you so very much. We didn't have very many questions. Just a lot of awesome. It's a blessing. And thank you guys all so much. So much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you having us.
Yes.
Thank
Thank
you
you for having us.
You are so welcome. You guys show up August 29th. Can you say that address once again, Nicole?
8110. So that's 8110 Harford Road, Suite B, Parkville, Maryland, 21234. And the phone number again is 443-733-3911.
Okay. Awesome. I'm trying to look. Don't laugh at me. I try to type up in the comments and it take me a minute. Oh
Man,
my,
God is just so amazing, though. So thank you so much for having us.
you
This
are
show
so
is just
welcome. You are so welcome. It's an honor for me as well, and I'm just tickled pink to have you guys on here. I will see you guys. We may talk before Sunday. That will be great. But if not, I'll see you guys on Sunday at the ribbon cutting. Thank you for stopping in.
Thank you
awesome.
again. We definitely appreciate it.
So I'm going to. There we go. Wow, what an awesome show. I thank you guys so much for hanging out with us while we talk with Nicole Mosby and Coach Duncan, Nicole Mosby-Taylor and Coach Duncan about their organization that is on the rise. The ribbon cutting is Sunday, August 29th, and I did type it in. What happened? Okay, I did type it in at 8110 Harford Road, Suite B. Yep, 81 in Parkville. So make it over there to the ribbon cutting on Sunday. There's free food. There's tons of activities for the kids. Many resources are available there. As Nicole said, it's something there for everyone. Come out and see what all the hoopla is about. Their organization is wonderful. It's honest. It's ran with integrity and a bunch of compassion. I am so thankful for you guys on tonight. Thank you for sitting in with us, for sharing this time with us. If you have any questions for them, you can either email me, Trina W at awesomegodradio.com, or email Nicole. Her information will be in the description section on Chat with Cat and Friends. Enjoy all of those videos that are on Chat with Cat and Friends. It is a wellness network. It is a wellness network. I added that caveat just to bring it all together. And also the devotionals from last year, Surrender to Love, is available on this same link, Chat with Cat with Friends, a wellness network. So check it out. Check out those devotionals. God's word is the same. It does not change. His love does not change. It remains the same. We change. We go through some different things, but he is still the same. Whatever you read today from last year is still relevant today. His love and his word shall not pass away. It shall not pass away. I'm so grateful for you on tonight. I pray that you have an awesome and fabulous rest of the evening, that you wake up encouraged and fearless and just ready to conquer whatever it is that might come in your path. Look, do it with love. Whatever you're doing, do it with love and with compassion, and put God first in all that you do. I'll see you guys next week. I'll see you next Monday. I'm gonna have to check my calendar because next Monday is woo 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 woo. It's a birthday, y'all. Woo woo. Yes, it's my birthday. So what greater thing is to be here live with you guys, but I'm not sure if I will be. I don't have anything planned, so I may come on and just shout out a few words of encouragement or thanks and all of those things to you guys. But thank you so much for hanging out with us again on tonight. I'll see you guys if not anymore this week, and I'm going to post up here and there, so subscribe to the channel, touch that notification bell so that you can get every video that is posted to this channel. I will see you again soon, and until then, have a blessed rest of the day, night, and week. Hey, and look, put God first in all you do. Bye, everybody. I'll see you later. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining.